and this is to do with the West Bengal violence that was associated with the festival of Navami, especially that originated in Howrah in West Bengal, and the aftermath of it. Now there is a fact-finding team that's been called in to be investigating this particular violence by the NIA. Riots, in fact, were pre-planned, orchestrated and instigated is what the claim of this fact-finding team is. And the interim report of the fact-finding committee is headed by the retired Justice L. Narasimha Reddy. In fact, on the basis of those reports that have been filed by the fact-finding team, they have called in for an NIA investigation into the violence and the aftermath of the Ram Navami procession in Howrah in West Bengal.
What are you have spoken to a couple of victims, you all have. What is your take?
If they did not permit us to go inside, we can't push them and go. As a law-abiding citizens, we have maintained restraint. But the only inference that can be drawn is that the police felt, we draw the inference that they have felt that we have successfully conducted the riots there. And if we permit these people, the truth may come out and some neutrality may come out. Therefore, they were afraid of it. Otherwise, when it was only a 144 section, that too in a long, at a far off place. They stopped us 3 to 4 kilometers ahead of that. And this does not take place in any country where rule of law prevails.
What your investigation says that what led to this incidents?
First, police complacency and next degrees of complacency.
Is it pre-planned, you think?
Yes, absolutely. Without pre-plan. Why means reasons are obvious. If a section of society feels that we have the patronage of the government and the patronage of police, naturally they will make their own effort to have an upper hand, and that they have chosen that occasion.
So what's your recommendation? You are going to meet the governor, and what's your recommendation?
We will see the governor and share our experience with him.
And my colleague Kamalika is now joining us on the broadcast. Kamalika, taking cue from what has been revealed when it comes to violence in Ram Navami in Bihar, where there were members of Bajrang Dal who were associated in orchestrating the violence. Something similar is being quoted by Mr. Justice L. Narasimha Reddy in that interview that you've taken of him. Very, very incriminating evidences that he speaks about. He also, has pointed direct fingers at the government in the state, and also the fact that the police is also in cahoots with these rabble-rousers.
See, that's their opinion, and though in both the places, in Howrah and in Rishra, they were not allowed, they did not go inside, but what they are claiming that they met certain victims. And on the basis of those statements by these victims that they have given to this the civil society group, they are saying that their report says that obviously there was a there was a problem with the police, and police did not play a neutral role. That's what the claim of this fact-finding team is. And they will go to the governor in the evening. But in both the places, they did not visit. They are claiming on the basis of certain victims' statements. Those victims were brought to them and they spoke to them. Now, their point is obviously they have raised question against the administration. They have raised a question against the police, and they have raised a question against what has happened on that day. That was absolutely that was responsibility of the administration. Now they will go and meet the governor. But on the other hand, the police and administration is of the opinion that they have arrested more than 50 people in Rishra and more than 38 people in Howrah, and they are doing their investigation. And in another area, we see that there is a demand of NIA investigation by Shubhendu Adhikari. That case is also there in court. So basically, what will the court directions the court gives, the order is reserved. That we'll have to see. Administration, Trinamool Congress is saying that they did everything to restore peace. And right now, in all these areas, there is peace. On the other hand, the fact-finding, the civil society team which came, they have this view which they are going to present in front of the governor.
All right, Kamalika, thank you so much for all of that. So an NIA investigation that has been sought after violence erupted after the Ram Navami processions in Howrah in West Bengal.